Billions of people around the world consider holy books like the Bible and the Quran to be the Word of God. Hundreds of millions of Hindus view the Mahabharata as a guide to spiritual enlightenment, handed down by the god Lord Krishna himself. Each of these holy books contains religious principles in the form of philosophies, parables, and moral codes.
Messages from beyond our ordinary knowledge seem to come in a variety of forms: a visitation, a dream, sometimes an object, a tablet, a golden plate, a book. And so it helps. A book is an ordinary object we are familiar with, and yet if it's seen as divinely inspired, we can take it as more than an ordinary book.
The great majority of mankind today regards the Bible, the Torah, and the Quran as the Word of God. But is it possible that these books were nothing else but guiding books of how we should conduct our lives, and that these moral codes were in fact given to us by extraterrestrials whom our ancestors thought were gods?
I don't think the Mahabharata is a work of fiction. It's an actual history. And the history given in the Mahabharata includes not only actions of human beings on Earth, it also includes actions of extraterrestrials on other planets and on this Earth in interaction with human beings here.
Cultures all over the world believe deities and other non-human entities frequently communicated through intermediaries known as prophets. In the Quran, it's written that God has sent over 100,000 prophets throughout history. Many Native American cultures believed God spoke to them through shamans, much like the oracles of ancient Greece.
An oracle is a person, but a person in some divine state, an altered state of some kind, who is able to hear the voices of the gods and then translate it into accessible human language.
But could the same phenomenon apply to Judeo-Christian religious texts? Might biblical stories of angels and miracles actually be misinterpretations of ancient alien contact or inspiration?
The visitations or apparitions come to give some gift, to open the mind, to lead to a new perception, to lead to a new possibility, either a new artistic take on something or a new plan for humanity. Often we're trapped in some kind of thinking that needs to break beyond its known limits, but we're caught. We are unable to see, to get a transcendent perspective. And that is what the visitation makes possible.
If that is true, there might be additional evidence of alien contact by examining breakthroughs in the fields of astronomy, archaeology, and physics. Or perhaps what is arguably the most universal of all languages, mathematics. Cambridge University, England, February 1913. Mathematics professor Godfrey H. Hardy receives a letter containing complex mathematical theorems and formulas from 26-year-old Srinivasa Ramanujan of India. The distinguished scholar is stunned by what he reads.
Hardy looks at these theorems and says, "My God, we've never seen anything like this. This is mathematics of the highest order. It's so convoluted and complex that nobody could have come up with this by their imagination. There has to be something here."
An acknowledged genius and mathematical prodigy since childhood, Ramanujan was devoutly religious and often claimed his breakthroughs were communicated to him in his dreams by the Hindu goddess Namagiri. In the decades since, his theorems have proved to be invaluable to those working in cutting-edge fields like string theory.
All of the science that we need to eventually be able to create portals, Stargate travel, hyperdimensional access mechanisms, levitation, teleportation. It all needs a mathematical foundation. And the closest that we have right now is the Riemannian equations that we've been able to decipher so far, which came to him directly from this goddess who appeared to him in dreams.